What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Chicago Messiah. Today I'm back with the video y'all been hitting me up on Twitter about, DMing me, mentioning me, saying, man, y'all need help. Y'all want to know the build and shit like that, or the blueprint for getting the lockdowns, rep system up. I'm giving it to y'all, man. And this video is short and sweet because I'm still in the grind right now. My damn self trying to get to a 91 overall before I go to bed. I just wanted to put this video out for y'all so y'all can have it. All right? It's a series of steps that you need to do, but I'm gonna break it down as simple as possible. I was gonna number the steps, but I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna lose track. So I need somebody to do me a favor in this video, timestamp what you want to see and shit like that, like the parts that you feel like are important to you and all that good shit. I appreciate that. But without further ado, let's get into it. First step you want to do is play on pro. Period. End of discussion. That's self-explanatory. You do not want to be a pure lockdown out trying to play on All-Star, Superstar, or Hall of Fame. You don't have enough offense for that shit, period. Like, you're not that good of a scorer, you're not that good of a dunker to play on Hall of Fame, All-Star, Superstar. Leave it on pro. Next thing you want to do is make sure you leave your camera on my career default. Why do you leave it on my career default, not 2K broadcast, which most people are accustomed to using? One, because the method that I use to get my steals, as you just seen right there, it's hard for you to get the steal because when you steal a ball, 2K's camera is going to turn. And it may fuck it up for you, especially since you want to throw up a lot of teardroppers and shit like that. Once you get your posterizer already maxed out, you're going to want to throw up a lot of teardroppers because it gets you a lot of points, right? And if you're doing that while playing 2K camera, we all know the 2K camera has a tendency to spin on you when you get the ball. That's a problem. Broadcast is a problem because when you get you can't really judge to see how far the ball is going. If the ball gets out of the camera range view, then it's all bad. And unless you bring the camera all the way the hell out on broadcast, which is a lot extra. This is just the easiest camera to do what you got to do in. It's simple, straight to the point. You can see where your character's at. The only downfall about this camera is if your man gets behind you, you have to rely on the arrow a lot to keep track of your man. All right. The next step. Remember your archetype. At the end of the day, you're still a pure lock. So the more poke ball loose you get, the more block shots you get, the more good shot contest you get, the more block, the more anything defensive you get is the better, right? But at the end of the day, this is still 2K. So you can go out there and get 1,000 good shot contests in one game. It still won't get you as much as scoring 100 points will. See what I'm saying? It's still 2K. All right. Now, as far as offense goes. Like I said, once you get your posterizer, make sure you start throwing up floaters on the fast break. That's the easiest way to get a lot of points. Like, you probably can get anywhere from 15 to anywhere from about, I say about 3 to 5,000 experience points for throwing up floaters in the game. And that's probably if you only do like 10. And you doing them on a fast break, so you ain't got to worry about missing the shit go green because you playing on pro. All right. Next thing you want to do. Stuff your stat sheet. Now, a lot of people may sit right there and say, oh, well, this build, I feel like it's best for me to just score. You're not a pure sharp. You're not an offensive build. You're still a lockdown. Stuff your stat sheet. It's good for your tendencies. It's good for your badges. Make sure you stuff your stat sheet. I don't mean just come out here and get 100 and some 9 points and maybe about 3-4 rebounds, 3-4 assists, 4-5 steals, 4-5. No. Stuff your stat sheet as much as possible. If you get the steal and you feel like you can't score on a fast break because somebody's in front of you, don't be afraid to kick the ball up and get that extra assist. It's something. It's something that's better than nothing. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to get a steal on the and get on the fast break because we're slow with the ball. CPU gets in front of you, now you throw up a bullshit ass shot, and now you don't get nothing but the steal. Do not be afraid to pass the ball to CPU, get you an assist, right? Thing number 3. Well, I'm sorry, let me stop numbering. I didn't have a number them in the first place, so scratch that out. But the next thing you want to do, in offense is make sure you get in a half-court set. Make sure you do a lot of post spins and a lot of drop steps. All right, do a lot of post spins because it gets you a lot of points as a pure lockdown. And most of us are playing pure lockdown at the small forward spot. So you probably gonna be bullying a lot of small forwards, especially on pro and my career with the drop step and the post spin. And when you do the post spin and the drop step, don't be afraid to throw a pump fake up in every once in a while to get up and under as well. All that counts. So you getting the best of both worlds at that point in time. It may not be for your build, but it still accumulates you a lot of points because you're doing that in general. The next thing you want to do after all that is said and done is just enjoy yourself, bro. Like, there's no fun grinding if you don't want to enjoy yourself. Like if you just sitting here and playing my career all day long and you get bored and all that shit, like it's not gonna be no fun. It's really not. So at the end of the day, when you get done grinding, make sure you take some time off to go play park or play pro am or play rec. Just do something else to get yourself outside of my career for a little while, because you just may be tired of playing that shit and it gets hard to grind once you're tired of playing something. You see what I'm saying? So just do everything. Like don't limit yourself to just one thing. Do some of everything on here, so that way you know, okay, well, hell, this gets me this gets me that. All right, and I guarantee you'll be successful. I appreciate you coming out, YouTube. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.